Hi, I'm Victoria and I'm going to tell you about the Slipper. Slipper is a powerful responsive slider for Elementor Builder. Let's go over its settings and then look some example of creating a slider. The plugin installation is the same as other WordPress plugin, but it also requires Elementor Builder. Once the Slipper and Elementor are installed on your site, you can start adding the slider to the page. Open or create the page. I have created one. Edit it with Elementor. Find the widget Slipper and just drag it to the page. Now you can see the default display of the slider and a lot of settings which you can manage and customize according to your needs. So, let's check the main options of the widget. There are available several sources. When you select the custom one, the new section with the settings appear. Here you can add your own content for each slide. Also, you can add required number of sliders, delete it, copy, duplicate. Open one of the items to see what you can customize. You can add the image as a background, choose the image from the media library or upload the new one. Select the position, attachment, leave default, repeat, no repeat, size, cover. It's quite better. Enter the title of the slide, description, enter the button text, button link and slide ID. Now back to other sources and try posts. Select category. I have already created several posts, so you can see them here. Let's check next one, custom post. I have custom post type named portfolio. Select the required post to be displayed in the slider. And the last one, WooCommerce. I prepared several categories and products. So select one of them. So the Slipper allows to display anything you need. The next options is type of slider display, overlay like now, and cards. Cards display the elements one below the other. There should be displayed image, title and description, but we see only the image because the image height is 100% and it overlaps other elements. So in this case we need to go to the style of the background image and reduce the height of the image. Here it is. Now we see all the set elements, image, title and description. Also we can increase the height of all the slides. Now it looks better. Continue with our general settings. Next one is link type. In this option you can select which part of the slider the link will be applied. You can choose box. That is, the link is applied for all slides, all elements. Title, link only for the title. And button, the link will be applied only for the button. Now the button is not displayed in the slider because it's not added in the layout of the slider. So, to add the button, we need to go to the layout section, add new item, type button. Here it is. Now the button is displayed. You can easily edit the text in the general settings. At the same time, let's look at the possibility of the current sections. You can add different elements to the slide. There are available 6 elements. We have already added image, title, description, button. Let's add price. This item available only for WooCommerce products. And the last one, category. Here it is. Also, you can delete the items, reorder them. Basically, you can get any layout you need. Back to our general section. Next options are quite clear. I wouldn't stop too long there. Initial slider, which slider will be displayed first after the page load. Scroll by, how many slides are moving by one click. Slide transition, they are available list with the transition. You can select what you like. Specify duration, transform origin. The slider also supports right to left languages. Also can disable the slider for the different devices. For example, if you don't need to display it on mobile, you can just enable the toggle disable on mobile. What about navigation sections? There are also a lot of settings which are easy to customize. More detail about each of them you can get in our documentation. Now go to the Style tab, where we can manage all the part of the slider. For example, width of the general slider block in percents or pixels, height. Separate settings for slide, not for all slider. Overlay settings you can manage when the type is set to overlay, and so on. Title, description, category, price, background, and other. Navigation section also has flexible settings to get the desired result. Let's see how all of this can be applied on the practice. For example, we need to create full screen slider from scratch. Find our widget, add it to the page, select the post as source, required category, leave the type overlay, and link type button. Now we need to check our layout section to add or delete the required element. I want to display image, title, but I didn't need description, so I deleted. But I need to add button, since it will be as a link. So I'm done, and I see image, title, and button with link. Now I need to check the style settings. Width 100% as I need to get full width slider. Let's check it on the front end. Everything is okay, but the slider is not full screen. In this case, we need to check also Elementor section and make sure that content width is set to full width. Now it's that we need. Now I want to get the image on the left side and the title, description and button on the right side. First of all, I need to add the description in the layout section. Go to the layout and add the description. Move it above the button. Now we need to change the image width with the slider tab. Go to the background, find the width options and set to 15%. Now we need to manage title, description and button. Go to the title first, find the alignment options and set right. The same thing for the description. Find alignment, press right. Since the description is too long, it overlaps the image and we need to move it. I can do this, for example, by adding left paddings. It's much better. Go to the button as well, find alignment, press right. So I got what I need: image on the left side and text on the right side. The last simple example of getting slider with several columns. Select product, for example, uncategorized category, and now go to Style tab and find a slide section to reduce the width of the inner slide. The smaller slide, the more they fit in row. For example, I want to get 2 columns, so I set the value around 15, 48 for example. Also, we need to change the align of the slides, and now we can see the result: 2 columns. Also add some padding. In such way you can get 2, 3 or more columns. If you have more questions about the slipper and its possibility, you can go to our documentation or contact our support team. Thank you very much for your attention. Goodbye!